If you're a member of the younger generation, you've probably spent the majority of your life online. Over the years, the internet has expanded people's horizons and created a number of improved iterations. Today, 2.0 is what we use for searching and viewing social media on a daily basis. There have been two versions of the WWW available to the general public since the introduction of the internet in 1986. Web 1.0 was the first, Web 2.0 was the second, and Web 3.0 will be the next. Each version has existed for at least 10 years before being replaced by a more recent, more inclusive edition. They appear in successions. How does the internet grow as if it were a real entity? Let's break down the three variants for non-technical people. What is Web 1.0? The initial version of the internet, known as Web 1.0, was developed for use by businesses rather than by individuals in the early days of its explosion. There weren't many people who could utilize and operate the internet back then. The majority of large firms engaged computer specialists to manage the internet and implement its use throughout the business for the benefit of the staff. In the initial iteration, content watchers outnumbered content creators by a wide margin. The younger generation, who are now familiar with the extensive and user-friendly internet we know today, would probably view this version as barbarous. Back then, only information could be encoded, adverts on websites were prohibited, and the majority of pages were made using HTML. The cost of using the internet back then was also high since users were charged based on how many pages they browsed. Because not everyone could afford them, technology like computers and the internet was scarce in homes. 1989 through 2005 made up version 1.0. What is Web 2.0? Web 2.0 represents a significant improvement over Web 1.0 and has altered how people perceive the internet. As it provided a variety of information, user-to-user interaction, content production, and blogging, it grew in popularity. The World Wide Web was first referred to by Tim Berners-Lee, and social media applications quickly gained popularity. During this time, several of your favorite social media platforms, like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and others, were introduced. Rich families would spend money on an internet connection, and with the advent of 2.0's new content creating tools, content makers became increasingly prevalent for both leisure and employment. What is Web 3.0? Web 3.0 is the future of the WWW. The third generation, which is based on sophisticated computer programs like artificial intelligence, will enter the ring of combatants after 2.0. Every person who utilizes the platform will be catered to, and an accurate and data-driven interface will be created. Blockchains, 3D graphics, the metaverse, and the semantic web are all intended to be used. However, if you're very tech-savvy, you might be aware that such things are already present in the current iteration of the internet, and in that case, you're correct. We are seeing the 3.0 toolkits used as blockchain technology spreads throughout numerous apps and websites, like PayPal, Microsoft, Amazon, etc. 3.0 is built on decentralization, allowing everyone to use the internet any way they see fit. Conclusion: no one can predict with certainty when 3.0 will be fully implemented, but as the technical industry expands the usage of 3.0 technologies, we might find that a new era is quickly approaching. 3.0 may be implemented first via cryptocurrencies, and many decentralized protocols are gaining popularity. We've perhaps identified the main distinctions between the various versions. Short Web 1.0 defined as read, Web 2.0 defined as read and write, Web 3.0 defined as read, write and own.